tutorial is going to teach you how to make the resynthesized audio files that we're going to use for a mechanical Turk study. The original sound files that we're going to use are from the production study where participants played a matching game. If you recall, there were 3 conditions. So we have this noun focus condition, green square versus green triangle. We have an adjective focus condition, pink circle versus red circle. And then what we call the new contrast condition, where the objects are different and so are the colors, blue cross versus pink diamond. What we're going to do is we're going to use one audio file and create all 3 of these conditions based on the average pitch values over all of the participants in the previous study. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do first is open up our file and its text grid. So make sure that you highlight both and open with Praat. All right, let's take a look at what we have. Make sure you highlight both and click View and Edit. What you'll see here is the spectrogram with the pitch information, and then you'll see each of these tiers are labeled based on the word that the participant used. What we're interested in is only this second noun phrase, so we're not going to even worry about this first one. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And the first step is going to be to extract just this part, the adjective and the noun. We're going to make sure to drag across both of these, make sure that you have both of those pitch tiers in there. And once you have that highlighted, let's go ahead and extract the selected sound from time 0 and also extract the selected text grid from time 0. We can close that now. And we have 2 new files. Go ahead, highlight both and click View and Edit. You should only have the second noun phrase now, the second adjective and the second noun.
Blue cross.
All right. Let's go ahead and move over to our Excel spreadsheet. This time point data spreadsheet is going to have these macros that'll just let you plug in some basic information and do all the work for you. So you'll see here in audio info, these 3 rows marked in red are the only things you need to manipulate. Go ahead and get the duration of the adjective by clicking the adjective tier, and you'll get the duration information at the bottom. And you can plug that in as is. You'll see some stuff start to populate here. We'll talk about that once we get all the data in. Now for the noun start, just go ahead and find where the noun starts, where it's marked. And up here, you should get a value in seconds. Oops. And finally, for noun duration, that should be down here once you click this text here. Go ahead and plug that in as well. Sweet. So you'll see that we have all of these columns here. They're separated by condition. So here is the adjective contrast condition, the noun contrast condition, and the new contrast condition. All of these have in total 21 time points, technically 22. We're just starting at 0. And before the gray line, you have the adjective information, and then you have the noun information. And what we're going to do is we're just going to plug in the time values and the pitch that we've extracted from the averages based on the production study that we conducted earlier. In order to do this, let's click out of that. Let's click this new sound file with only the second noun phrase. Go ahead, click Manipulate and to Manipulation. Let's make sure that the max pitch here is 300. And now, if we view and edit, you'll get all these little pitch points that we don't need. So let's highlight everything and remove pitch points. Now what we're going to do is we're going to manually add all 22 of these pitch points to create the adjective contrast condition. Go to Pitch, add pitch point at, And the first one is at time 0 with pitch 164, and you'll see this pitch point up here. Let's keep going and add the second one. And you'll see the second pitch point up here. And so on and so forth. So you'll do this 22 times for each of the audio files that you create. Now, when you're done with this, you can go ahead and, after we get the 22 pitch points, close it. What you'll need to do is you need to go ahead and click Get Resynthesize, and this file you can go ahead and save as a WAV file. Go ahead and title it based on the previous, so we're just going to type in 4, and we're going to put in adjective because we just created the adjective condition. All right, and that's saved to the wrong folder, but that doesn't matter in our case. Let's take a look at some completed ones. So we went ahead and have this adjective condition. Let's open that in Praat, and let's take a look at what this looks like. So after we went ahead and saved everything, you're going to get this smooth line anyway.
Red diamond.
I'm actually not sure if you can hear it on the recording of the video. I'm going to assume you can. If you can't, then these will be included in the folder anyway, so that you can check out the differences between the different audio files that we created. We can actually, if we go ahead, this is the new one, adjective, and it's not super it's not super obvious, but you can see a bit of the differences between each of the resynthesized audio files based on the adjectives. Now, all of these audio files, this was pulled from the same utterance from the same person. We just went ahead and manually manipulated this pitch. And like I said before, you're just going to keep doing this for every new audio file that we use. So it's just a matter of plugging in these values, reading the new time and the pitch, and plugging that into Praat, saving those files, and that's essentially what we need in order to create the items for the mechanical Turk study. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me on Slack. Also, make sure that you reference the Praat manual, just because there's a lot of useful information there. Even if it's something as simple as saving the files, that could help you just a little bit to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And that's basically it.